Welcome back to HIM tutorials, microorganisms we are doing, and nitrogen cycle is going on as a subtopic. So today we will learn about the objectives, as we will learn about nitrification and denitrification. These are the two last processes of the nitrogen cycle. As we have learned that in nitrogen cycle, the last process was ammonification, and in ammonification there is formation of ammonia takes place. So let's see that what happens to this ammonia in nitrification. So the step number 1 which we are going to discuss today is nitrification. In nitrification, the ammonia, with the help of enzyme nitrosomonas, converts into nitrites. Okay, and this nitrification process will go on with the help of anaerobic conditions. Anaerobic means without the oxygen. So bacteria is just working under this nitrification process in anaerobic conditions. Okay, so ammonia is converting into what? Nitrites with the help of nitrosomonas. Now nitrites will convert with the help of bacteria called as nitrobacter in nitrates. So what is happening? The ammonia is finally changes to nitrate. So now the main question arises here is that ammonia is also a nitrogenous compound. We have learned that atmospheric nitrogen is inactive. What atmospheric nitrogen? Inactive. But all the three, ammonia, nitrite and nitrate, they are all active, and nitrogenous compounds can be easily taken up by the plants. So why again the ammonia is got changed into nitrate? So the answer to this question is that the ammonia is less soluble in water. Okay, and the nitrate is more soluble in water. Now if the nitrate is more soluble and ammonia is less soluble in water, what will happen? In case of plants, we know that the plants absorb water from the roots, and along with the water we know that more soluble form of the nitrogen will be absorbed more faster than the less soluble form. So that is why it is the reason that ammonia is less soluble, so it is tough for the plant to absorb quickly. But nitrate is more soluble, so it is easy for the plant to absorb quickly, because by absorbing the nitrate, the plant will fix that nitrate in the form of protein in its body, which is called as the plant protein, and then the animal protein was formed. We have discussed it earlier very deeply. So the more soluble form in which the nitrogen is absorbed by the water or dissolved in the water, that is the nitrate form. Okay, now let's see how this nitrate is going to help us in different ways. In agriculture, we know that plant like leguminous plants, the pulses which we are eating like gram, pea, all these pulses, what they are doing, they are the leguminous plants, and they are converting the nitrogen into the soluble form, that is called as the nitrate. Okay, so this nitrate, we have discussed that it is soluble. It is soluble in water. It means it will leach deep into the soil, and from the soil it will be more absorbed by the water and will go deep into the water table. So what will happen? If it move down into the water table, the upper soil which is there for the agriculture, that will become deficient in nitrate, means it has less amount of nitrate. And we know that nitrate is responsible for the protein formation. If the nitrate is deficient here, so at that time again the nitrogen cycle continues itself, and the atmospheric nitrogen from the inactive form again converted back into the active form, and this is how the naturally nitrogen fixation will takes place. But nowadays what is happening in industrial nitrogen fixation, especially the industries are using a lot amount of atmospheric nitrogen, because in atmosphere we know that 78% of the atmosphere is made up of what? Nitrogen. So industries are using all the nitrogen, maximum amount of nitrogen in the industries to make the fertilizers. What they are making? They are making fertilizers. And if they are making fertilizers, so these fertilizers like urea, we are using these ureas and other fertilizers to increase the we thought that this will increase what? The fertility of the soil, and we are using more and more industrial fertilizers. But actually what we have learnt now, the urea or the ammonia is less soluble in water. And if it is less soluble in water, so what will happen? It will not penetrate deep into the water table, and it will start accumulating in the soil. And if it start accumulating on the soil, it start depositing on the soil, then it will lead to the alkalinity of soil, means making soil toxic in nature. Okay, so that is why it is very much difficult nowadays, because due to this toxicity and due to this more accumulation of urea on the earth surface, there is many type of problems. Algal bloom is there, eutrophication is there, so many problems are arised due to the accumulation of this industrial fixation of the nitrogen. So this is how the nitrification can be harmful for us if it done on large scale by the industries. Now one more thing I will discuss here, that this nitrification can be helpful also to us. How? Our municipal waste. Our municipal waste has ammonia in it, and if we treat this ammonia by the nitrification process, this ammonia will change into nitrate. Now this nitrate is, we know that we have discussed that nitrate is soluble in water, so it will easily leached out into the from the soil into the water table, and the soil will be free from the nitrate or ammonia. Okay, so like this the nitrification process is helpful for us also, and somehow nitrification process is harmful for us also when we are not considering the biotic factors, means we are not considering the bacteria in it, and that is happening in the industrial nitrogen fixation. Okay, so at the end we have got nitrate as an end product in the process of the nitrification. Now the second objective for today we are going to discuss is denitrification. So in denitrification we have got nitrate. Now this nitrate will be treated with the help of another bacteria that is called as Pseudomonas or Thiobacillus, and convert the nitrate into the free nitrogen, which is again inactive. So at last in the nitrogen cycle, with the help of this denitrification, these bacteria, both the bacteria are denitrifying bacteria. These are denitrifying bacteria. So these denitrifying bacteria, what they are doing, they are just converting the nitrate into the free nitrogen. That means that inactive form of nitrogen, that is the free nitrogen, which is not of our use, because we are not using this nitrogen directly in the body to make the proteins. So this inactive form must be changed into the active form. And what are these three active forms? That may be ammonia, that may be nitrite, that may be nitrate. And when this inactive form got changed into the active form, that is utilized by the plants, animals, and when the animals dead and decay, then this again, the ammonia, the nitrite, the nitrate again changed back into the simple forms. Okay, so this is all about the process of the nitrogen cycle. And let's recap the 5 steps very quickly. That first is the nitrogen fixation, and in nitrogen fixation we have gone for biological nitrogen fixation, then industrial nitrogen fixation, then the last one is atmospheric nitrogen fixation. The second step was assimilation. The third step was ammonification. The fourth step we have discussed today, that is nitrification. And the fifth step is denitrification. So I hope you understood the nitrogen cycle very well. So up to our next meeting, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you so much.